Our live podcast. We had to come to y'all on a Tuesday because Monday got a little complicated. Whoa. But we still gonna have the kind of fun you can have with your
Right.
clothes on. You better bet that. As you can see, we indoors right now. We had to shoot indoors right now because our patio sales ain't gonna get no propane. Whoa. The RV is still mobilized and still ready to come to a place near you. You better bet that. Now, we finna get off into these events because there's so much we got to unpack here. That's why we coming to y'all Tuesday. Yeah. This is October the 28th, 2025. So yes, Jen and I promised y'all every Monday we'll be live. We apologize. We got to give it to y'all today. Monday is on Tuesday.
But we gave him something special. What was that, Saturday?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying?
Definitely Saturday was definitely special. So what we finna do is finna jump right over to this. Cash Money versus No Limit. Yep. I ain't gonna lie. We spoke on this Saturday, but I ain't gonna lie.
I picked the Cash Money, and
I picked the Cash Money also.
and they got slaughtered.
They got slaughtered. And let me tell y'all something about
With
this.
Pete,
Here.
They
He was
say-
just busting off up through
Hey,
that.
they
Yeah.
said Pete did about 100 miles
Busting off up through
in
that.
place.
Yeah. So let's talk about it and let's really unpack what really happened that night. Because I missed probably maybe 10 minutes of it. He was in transit working or whatever. He was trying to get to it and couldn't even get around to it. We went to a Platinum Angie party early before it started. So it was a lot of stuff going on that day. But I seen all of it except for maybe 10 minutes of it. Maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And let me tell y'all, Master P, shout out to No Limit, Master P. For real, for real. See, what y'all seen right there was a black man in position. And everybody that's with him knows who's in position. Nobody is trying to take him out of position because you know why? He makes sure everybody individual ate. No matter what your record sales was or how you came out or whatever, he gave you an opportunity to eat. You know what I mean? It's up to you once you get off up there and get your foot in the dough and you do what you got to do. Now, the homegirl Mercedes from Detroit, she had something to say at the actual verses in Vegas. But then she got back to Detroit and apologized to Master P. Globally. She went global with her rant at the verses. Probably was a little, you know what I'm saying, a little swerving. You know, had a little bit too much Don Julio. I don't know. But she went crazy at the verses. You know what I mean? About them performing her song. Now, Mercedes, you the homegirl, I can say this to you. I don't know how the show was structured, but you absolutely are correct. But it seems to me that you have a disconnect with No Limit. Because my thing is, I don't think Master P did that deliberately. Because you know as well as we know, the album cover, come on, man, we was in the spot when that joint came out. You know niggas had her album just on the album cover. Come on, man. Come on, man. And not the fact, and not to take away the fact. No, we was in the joint when your album came out. We was incarcerated. And I had your album. I don't know if he had it, but I had it. And let me tell you something. First thing I bought it because you from Detroit. We didn't have much Detroit artists back in the 90s that was putting out music, and you was one. Just so happened you was a female. Now, you was going up against Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown at the time. Mia X even went platinum. You know what I mean? All these girls was rapping or whatever, and your music might have got overshadowed, but you did have a banger on your joint, and that's the song they did at the verses. Right. So, with that being said, I think you, as an artist, should have rallied around that song that they actually played at No Limit at the verses.
And fed off of
that instead of going off into something else. You know what I'm saying? So, what I want you to understand is, if you get a chance to see this, because you follow me on Instagram, you follow me on all my social media pages. You know what I mean? And I just want to tell you that. Yeah, try to get behind the song and rally behind that and boost that up. Get that going. Get the momentum behind that, because obviously the crowd was feeling the record. 20 years later, they feeling the record. So that's saying something in itself. Also, I want to point out the fact that Baby felt a need to address Turk at the end of that with the rant that sounded definitely like he was drunk. It definitely sounded like he was a little intoxicated there. Yeah, you gotta lay off the sauce, baby. Especially when you up here, $100 million nigga, and you putting on a show that's supposed to be for the fans. You gotta lay off the sauce. You and Manny Fresh got a little bit too saucy up there. Yeah, they was all over the place. Yeah, that sauce had them boys up there talking crazy. And then he say, yo, then he come out the clear blue, right? This is what Baby say at the time. Yeah, I'm the first one stunting. Ain't nobody. Oh, you know, Master P was in 94, 95 with whole Versace everything on, with Dayton's on Lexus and all types of wild stuff he was doing. Master P, gold teeth, all these chains, all them album covers that was over exaggerated.
Right.
That was all Master P. You know what I'm saying? Not to say there wasn't nobody else doing it, but he took it to another way where it was like, it was kind of cheesy.
But it was over the top cheesy, but it was still
him.
Flamboyant.
Yes.
Stunt.
Yes, it was over the top, sort of cheesy, but it worked. And I ain't gonna lie to you. The album covers back in the day used to actually get a nigga motivated to buy your album. And this is what Master P knew as a consumer, being a part of the culture, and this is how he promoted his label.
And each album that you got from Master P, when you open that joint up, that boy was about this long with everybody that's coming out on that boy.
Yes.
Everybody that's coming out. Fiend, Mac, Mystical, this, that, we here.
So it had the dates on it too.
It had the dates.
Yeah,
all that.
So this type of marketing strategy that Master P was using, bro, you got to give your credit to what the credit is due, bro. And Master P, he just is that guy. And I mean, if we get an opportunity, if I want to interview somebody, I definitely want to interview Master P. Because I got some questions to ask that has not been asked in the entertainment business. And he's did several interviews worldwide for many, many years. So we got some questions, Master P, that we want to ask you on the music business. And no doubtably, also want to address the other artists that also felt like it might have been slighted because Lil Wayne didn't perform and things of that nature. Now, what y'all got to understand about the Lil Wayne situation, he's on tour. That's something that we know.
But not only that though, you know what I mean? You could have just knew. Well, me, you know what I mean? I knew he wasn't gonna be there.
Right, because we went to the Cash Money concert, he wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
Yeah, and the reason why he wasn't there is because of financial disputes with Cash Money, because he needs to make his own money, and he only can make his own money on his own tour, which has been selling out across the country, by the way. Whoa, y'all need to know that, because a lot of concerts is not selling out and getting canceled. Him, NBA Youngboy, and a few other people's concerts is going full throttle. Now, addressing the Lil Wayne situation, because this is what a lot of people y'all don't understand. Baby was responsible for $51 million of his individually coming up missing. Now, if you my mans or whatever, and we coming in and we don't know what we doing, I understand if you give me for a couple $100,000, maybe even a couple million, you might didn't know. But 51 million?
51 million?
You just don't lose 51 million and then turn around and, I found it. Nah, it don't work like that, y'all. It don't work like that. You just don't lose 51. It ain't no just shoebox money. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't just no up under the mattress money. No.
Giving the guy a few million. Here go a few million. 3 and 4 million. 5 million. 2, 3, 4 million. And you owe this man 51 million.
And let me tell y'all something about work. When it works, it works. But when it don't work, it don't work. So what I'm saying that to say is, when they was doing this with him or whatever, as long as Lil Wayne said all his bills was paid, he never really looked at his financial. As long as he can go somewhere, buy what he need to buy, and keep it moving. He never looked at nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. And once that stopped,
like where
I run out of money.
Exactly.
How do I owe the IRS $10, $12 million? How? You know what I mean? And these are all the questions that arise when this happens. Same thing with Turk. Turk had to also sue for selling amount. He settled out of court. He was sued for only $1.3 million. I know I said only, but I said only because he settled out of court for less than that. I don't know if he got the whole $1.3 million, but if you settle out of court, normally you get less. Or they could have just gave him $1.3 million. Like, you know what? Just go ahead. We don't even want to pursue this no more. Just take this. I don't know. But Turk got a couple dollars. He's living pretty good. You know, TikTok, him and his wife, they doing TikToks and look like they're having a blissful life. They look very, very, very blissful over there with the young Turkians. Yes, it does. Back to Master P. Master P showed y'all what a true businessman is and what a true person that does good business is. Because we all know the dog didn't have to be there. Nah.
But the dog pledged his allegiance to P on the simple fact of
he saved the dog life.
He saved the dog life.
Yeah, come on now. He
brought
put the
him
dog,
back.
Put
He
the
brought
dog
him
in
back.
position. He put the dog in position and didn't get nothing from him. He was like, dog, I don't even want nothing from you. I grew up, you know what I'm saying, listening
Watching
to your music.
you and on you,
Watching
you know what I mean?
Dog, I just want to see you shine, bro. I just want to see you do your thing, dog.
That's the, you know what I mean?
Real,
Like that's 100.
That's 100. You know what I'm saying?
100 all day.
And when you talk to all the artists in the industry, right, when they do the interviews or whatever, everybody that encounters this man always say he's dropped gems on them. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Master P lost credibility with the NBA Youngboy. This is where Master P lost credibility at, with the NBA Youngboy thing. Because NBA Youngboy actually made it work. So, I know, P, you didn't even know that one about the streaming and this and that. This was a little bit futuristic for you. But he made a very horrendous statement before when NBA Youngboy first signed his first record contract for the $3 million. When he was, he called out all the CEO. He called out Puff. He called out Russ. He called out Jay Prince. He called out everybody. He says, no way in the world that this guy is this hot and this on fire. Y'all let him sign a record contract like that. Because NBA Youngboy signed a 360 deal for $3 million. Right. So he don't own nothing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But see, NBA Youngboy was 17, 18 when he did that. He knew something that us from now didn't know about the den. You know what I mean? He knew something about now that us from the den didn't know. From back in the day to now, he knew something that we didn't know, which was digital streaming.
Right.
And he knew that off digital streaming, he was going to actually make that money back, pay it off within months, fulfill the contract, and fly independent. Now he done linked in with Birdman in some kind of way. Birdman got something to do with this tour that he got, this massive tour he got going on, that he just made $40 million off of. Right. Yeah, just made $40 million off the tour that tour ain't even done yet. He done made $40 million already. Yeah, so Master P lost credibility on that. But I understood what he was saying. And if you look at a 360 deal for what it's there for, this ain't gonna work. NBA Youngboy is an anomaly. There's always one. I tell my homeboy this all the time. That you can always find me an example, one. But what about 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Or the hundreds of guys or the girls that's trying to get record, they ain't gonna make it. The 360 deal ain't gonna work. They're gonna end up on a record company millions of dollars and be broke out here doing shows up at the, you know what I'm saying, local bar and pub. You know what I mean? Nah, that ain't what's up. So, Cash Money, No Limit, hands down, No Limit won, because I'm gonna be honest with you, we went into the battle saying that No Limit can't do nothing with Cash Money. For every Cash Money record that we thought was big, Master P had one just as big.
Yeah.
And he had this thing calculated. Like when they do this, we're gonna drop this. When they drop this, we're gonna drop. He had this thing structured all the way down to a T. And this is how you do a versus. Master P showed you how to do a versus. Dipset. Whoa, disappointing. I went into that battle just knowing in my brain, that the Dipset finna get a lots of the business. They came out there on that mighty D Block. They was in uniform out there. They was in unison. The D Block niggas was in so much order out there. Wasn't nothing chaos. I think they probably did the best verses ever because everything they did was in that dang. They had a rotation going. And I'm talking that mother was like these. They talking trash on the side, smoking blunts. Like, yeah, y'all niggas over there dip who? Dip what? They was going crazy. So yeah, this right here, Master P, exemplified exactly what it costs and what it takes to run a real record label. To be the boss that all of y'all claim or inspire to be. He showed you that night exactly what that is. F the verses, F the music.
This period.
Look at the love.
You know what? Master P, I remember he said 50 said it. He let him come on tour with him, right? Mm-hmm. And then he said he paid him up front. Boom, 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 boom. Right? Then he said, oh, something happened. We gonna take it. He said, oh, something happened. We gonna take a break.
What's that?
And then he said, but at the same time, 50 say, I was getting hot. He said, I was heating up. He said, I done sold 20 million records. You know what I mean? He said, so P was like, we gonna take a break. You know what I mean? So now that he hot, now they gonna come back and do the tour.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So the interview, if y'all get an opportunity to see it with Snoop Dogg and Master P right after the verses or whatever, y'all will get it. Y'all will get it. You know what I'm saying? He put in his own words. You know what I'm saying? How everything went, how he felt about the situation, and what was going on. We still need Snoop Dogg to come back to the table though, talk about this crypto. Yeah, Snoop Dogg, we need you to come back, talk about this crypto, man. We need you to come back, man. We need to find out what is going on with you in the crypto world, Snoop. I know you did a good job at the verses, but we asked you about a week ago when the crypto market crashed, what's going on? You ain't posting nothing on social media about the crypto. You ain't posting nothing nowhere about crypto. And you endorsed it. Yes, you did. Oh, you performed at the crypto ball. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did. And you say, hey, it's a paid gig. You say it's a paid gig, Snoop. So you got to respond to the people about this. Because we rock with you, Snoop. You is the representative of hip-hop outside of Jay-Z. You next in line. So my thing is, hey, you up there in the cloud. So my thing is, hey, you making moves, people paying attention, they looking at you. So with that being said, I don't know. We already addressed the crypto thing, Snoop. We waiting on you to say something to the people. You ain't got to say something to us directly, but me say something to the people, man, because you endorsed this. And a lot of people might have voted based on your endorsement of the Donald Trump crypto ball, which was wild work. Wild work. I just want to know, did you really understand the crypto world? Wow. But regardless of that, moving on, we're going to get off into Donald Trump, by the way. Yikes. Donald Trump. Donald, listen, man. We got you on our podcast, Danny, every time we talk, Donald, because you doing something every day. You see the live press conference he just did last night. He just woke up out of nowhere and said, you know, I'm going to go live tonight. And went live last night. Sat down and put this whole thing out what he tried to do. And yes, I was right. Donald is trying to become the world's first only drug dealer. Wow. Oh, he's got tariffs on everything. But hold it. What y'all not understanding is the tariffs he got, yeah, he got them. But they ain't no good if the goods not coming into the country. In order for the tariffs to work, the goods have to actually be processed inside the country. Now, I don't know about y'all. I just ordered a pair of sneakers from Diodoro. They had to come from Italy.
Right.
I don't even want to tell y'all what I paid for them joints. From what they costed on the site versus what I had to pay off the tariff. You know what I'm saying? The tariff alone put the shoes up a whole upcharge down to $75. You know what I'm saying? Just on the tariff of me having to get the shoe in the country. Wild work, Donald. Yeah, you got out on me. But the thing is this about these drugs that we not understanding is that if he controls all the drugs and all the movement of the drugs, who's behind Donald? Exactly. That group of people. Watch out. So, y'all got to understand this. Israel is doing something very sinister right now. And y'all got to be aware of what's going on. They are trying to bring forth prophecy from the Bible. Yes, they is. Yes, they is. Because they did the people dead wrong. They dead wrong, man. You over there killing hundreds and thousands of people, genocide, and these people say, we ain't trying to fight y'all.
Right.
They like, we just here. We captive in our own country. Bye. Taking him on out. Taking him out. You know what I mean? Taking him out. So what they trying to do is create an antichrist in this day and time to just to be a part of what's going on. To say, we did this in history. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And this right here is madness. And this is what happens when you have so much money. Because what people fail to realize about Israel is this. Jesus ain't never been there. Jesus ain't never been there. All these places y'all talking about, Bethlehem, all that, they exist. But Israel, oh, Jesus, when you go to Israel, they tell you off the gate, nah, he ain't up in here. You had to go over there where he was at. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm telling y'all is, bro, this land is not sacred. It's not nothing. It's connected to all the resources and the port that move majority of the stuff on that side of the world. That's what the problem is. And that's what Donald is trying to control. And Israel ain't trying to get that up because they know this their only leverage. Staying right here, being right here in control of this is the only leverage they have. So in order to do that, we just gonna blow it all up. Make an antichrist. Fulfill biblical prophecies. People believe in these things. People actually subscribe, pray to these guys, and they just gonna create something outside of what these people believe in. They're gonna just take this out of there, they're just gonna take it and just be like, oh, we just gonna throw it up in the air. And so now people gonna be like, well, wait a minute, what's going on? And that will be the actual prophecies coming forth. And then you got your people gonna be like, well, wait a minute. Nah, they tell you in the Bible what? They're always going to be false prophets.
All the time.
That's what's going
Always
to come
gonna be
about.
false
They tell you. They tell you that. It's
People
not
gonna
nothing.
come and say, I am the Christ.
There you go. There you go. There you go. So
Be not deceived.
And so whether you believe in religious texts or whatever you subscribe to, you have to understand what these group of people are trying to bring forth. You understand what I'm saying? It's a total different. See, y'all thought Kanye West was bugging out. The thing is, he didn't know how to formulate and construct what it was he was trying to say. But he synced it, and he was like, whoa. His whole was taking off when he was like this. Oh. When he looked in that window and seen what he seen, whoa. It blew his mind. It blew his mind. It blew his mind, and it blew his mind to the point because I'm just telling y'all, based off teachers, research, and read, he's seen physical of what the machine was actually doing and how the machine actually works.
Oh, yeah.
He went from 235 million to 9 billion in like a year or two. Come on, man. That's what happens when you work with the machine. When you work against the machine, Diddy just got what, 50 months? That's when you work against the machine. Come on, man. Come on, man. The machine got to always run, no matter what y'all niggas doing, no matter what Donald Trump doing. This machine has to run constantly. Ain't no time for no oil change. Nope. You got to fix this while we on the tracks, nigga. Yeah, that's how they rolling with that train. That train is moving fast. And what y'all need to know out there is this. We, as an undercultured people, because I don't want to say black, even though I just said black, we are not in this plan or in position at all. And y'all know why? Because we worried about new Jordans. Yup. We worried about the new Louis bags. Oh, Pharrell. We worried about Pharrell Chanel. With the new jelly joints. The new jelly joints. You gotta get the new jelly joints because they got the jellyfishes. I don't know what them joints is. Whatever they is. That's what we worried about. We concerned about that. Oh, you know, Maybach coming with that new joint. Got to get that new. That's what we concerned about. When in all actuality, we're losing education-wise. We're losing medical-wise. We're losing economical-wise. We're losing. Then you got all these young dudes out here want to tell me about stealing. Everybody want to do fraud. Come on, man. Everybody want to do fraud. That's right, Donald. Yeah, ain't no drug dealers out here no more. They do fraud. They don't do drugs no more.
They done bumped it up to something different. That drug game carried too much time.
Too much time.
Too much time.
Y'all was giving out. Y'all gave us too much time back in the 90s, man. The young boys got hip to that.
But you
we ain't doing that no more.
You give a guy a few years for stealing hundreds of $1 million.
Hey, man.
5 years stealing 400 million.
Come on, man.
Slap on the wrist.
Come on, man. So
probation for stealing 4-5 million.
And then he mess around just because he was slick or whatever. He might get a pardon. Nah, the line. You know what I mean? They give him 10, 15 years. He get a pardon 2 years later. So listen. So let me explain. Yo, the undercultured people, as myself and my partner here, we are undercultured. We have to understand that in order for us to even get in this race and be a part of the plan, we have to start somewhere. Now, we already know we can't start in the medical field, too far behind. We already know that we can't start in the educational field. We going off they lesson plans. Those are their lesson plans. There's really no, if any, sums of Black history even taught in public schools. So this is their textbooks, their history, which has already been proven wrong. Everybody knows Christopher Columbus did not discover America. But I bet you if I go to a 5th grade class, that's what they're going to be teaching. So yeah, so so we too far gone on education. You know what I mean? Because see, I just told y'all that. I just told y'all that Christopher Columbus discovered America in 1495. Why the heck do I know that? It was taught to me. And it was drilled to me. It was drilled to me. Thanksgiving coming up. Wow. Yeah, all this was drilled to us. So what I'm telling you is this. Education, we behind. Now, economical. See, this is where y'all get misconstrued at. I'm broke, he broke, we all broke. We know this. But ask yourself this.
I ain't broke.
We spend that's a broke is a cool word. I'm gonna just say liquid. Our funds are liquid. You know what I mean? Let me put it like that. We have liquid foundations, yeah. But let me put it to you because broke is a very cruel word, very cruel. Yeah, but let me tell you like this here. Economically, if you don't understand how that we spend $3.2 trillion annually, that's yearly, on goods and services. $3.2 trillion. Do you know that the world's deficit debt is $30 trillion? Do you know they say in order for us to pay $30 trillion, you'd have had to been living before Jesus? Huh? In order for you to pay off $30 trillion, you'd have had to been living before Jesus. But guess what we done did in 10 years? Sound like 32 trillion, don't it? So you trying to tell me, oh, look at the math here. Y'all got the math with me, because this mathing. It would take, before Jesus, to pay off $30 trillion, but y'all telling me that the Black Americans spend $3.2 trillion a year, which in 10 years is $32 trillion. Am I correct? Yeah. I think I am. Come on, Black man, Black woman. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. We can't be talking about going to get nails done, hair done, Escalades, and Forgiatos. We can't be talking about that. We can't be. And I just gave you that information. What you knowing what I just told you, you trying to tell me that you can't math that math. Very simple math problem. Very simple. Very simple. But I ain't gonna hold you. I understand because I suffer from the same things. Yes, I do. I like to buy stuff I don't need. Yes, I do. I do. All the time. All the time. Because you know why? Because our minds. We wasn't taken from our land. We wasn't taken from this and taken from that. Our minds was taken. They stripped us of this. You got to get your brain swiveled back on. That's the problem. And the only way you can awaken is if you yourself do some restructuring. Mm-hmm. I can't worry about what he's doing and what my man's over there doing or what my man's over there doing. I got to walk right. Huh? If I'm walking right, what that mean? Yeah. You gonna respect me for walking like that.
You know what I mean? And you can lead somebody down that right path. You feel me?
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. So when I walk in peace and I walk in tranquility and I walk in abundance, that's what I'm producing. That's what I'm producing. Nothing else, nothing in between. I mean, you know, hey, y'all gonna come to the conclusion where y'all gonna know that then and now, right? Then and now, come to y'all with the most heartful and the most truthful news y'all could possibly get. Because I'm gonna take all that stuff you see up and down CNN all day, and I'm gonna put it in this big and give it to you straight where you can understand it, where you won't be all misconstrued. Anything I say on here, you can hit the line, text in, I take all questions, or you can research it yourself. You can research it yourself. Dates, time, events, all of that. You know what I mean? For real, for real. That's what it is. So we coming to an end. We're gonna wrap this up today. Oh, before we go. Then and now, people. Mr. Malik Fails. Say that.
Mr. Malik Fails.
Fails. Fails. Fails. That's his name. Malik Fails. Mr. Malik Fails just got an adjournment today. He is the young guy that was accused of killing a transgender.
Right.
So they originally charged Mr. Malik with premeditated murder. Yes, they did. Oakland County. Yes, they did. Man from Detroit. Yes, he is. And they had to go back and recharge it and say, nah, charges don't fit, which is a good thing. Now, Mr. Malik Fails. Let me give y'all a little backstory on what I know and what I was able to find out today. He met a young man, woman, transgender, should I say? I don't, trans. He thought this was a woman. They had some type of oral exchange, and he found out that it wasn't a woman, and he bugged out, killing the young man, you know what I'm saying, and unaliving him. So my thing is, yeah, we on killing. Unalive it, and did it now and subscribe to that. Mr. Malik Fails will have his opportunity to present why he felt the way he felt when he did what he did. But in my opinion, if you decide to be trans or any of that, do not force yourself on nobody. That's the wildest work ever. If I want to subscribe to that, I will subscribe to it. Don't be sitting up here trying to give me some guys, in between shake and bake. You know what I mean? If you on that type of time, just say you on that type of time. You know what I mean? I done seen a whole bunch of transgender dudes that look like women. Sweat business. I done seen them. But if you just tell the dude that that's not what it's hitting for, that you on that type of time, then the guy leave you alone, man. We ain't finna go off into that, man. We ain't finna go off into that with nobody out here that messed up where they got to perceive somebody. Now, I'm not saying that Mr. Fails actually knew or didn't know, but this is the statement he's made. And for some reason, the police is corroborating his statement on him not knowing that this person was trans. So, my thing is, shout out to Malik and his family. I hope they get some resolution out of this, and I hope he have his day in court to be able to explain exactly what was going on in that situation. Because, he was a kid. He was young. 19, 20. They ain't really got no age up there, but he was a kid. He was young. He was between the ages of 18 and 22. And, you know what I mean? This is just the wildest work ever. Yeah, so I need y'all to understand that, he's going through that. They just dropped his charges down to another charge. They're going to give him another charge. I don't know what that is. They adjourned today's charges to actually arraign him again. So they already said they're going to lower the charges. Oh, before we go, Big Gretch. Yeah, Buffalo win. Goddamn 6 foot Dan Marino looking Big Gretch. Yeah, she done goddamn signs, goddamn documentation into legislature. And let me tell you what Big Gretch did. Big Gretch dropped her flag. That's right, gangbangers. Yeah, Big Gretch says she ain't banging on wax. Absolutely. Big Gretch dropped her flag. She says she not Democratic. Nope. She not Republican. Nope. She not Independent Party. Nope. She ain't no party. Yeah. Y'all ain't never heard of that, did y'all? No party. Whoa. Listen. Listen. So she did this in restraint so she could sit at the table with the Republicans. Wow. She had to sit at the table with the actual Republicans and broker a deal to actually try to save Michigan from falling into default with this government shutdown. So according to Big Gretch and his legislation he signed, which was monumental, taxes are supposed to decrease, mortgages are supposed to go down, mortgage interest rates
Right.
Mortgage interest rate supposed to go down. Bank interest rate supposed to go down. Car insurance supposed to go down. Potholes all around Michigan, everywhere supposed to be fixed by 2027. What else you got in there? Disability, they still supposed to be getting their money coming the 1st through the 15th, however that work. Food stamps or whatever. They got stuff set up for people in Michigan that's got SNAP benefits where you still gonna be able to receive some sort of pantry items or whatever. I don't know how that's set up. I didn't really look at the whole thing of that. But Big Gretch got this thing laid out. The Big Gretch got this thing laid out. And let me tell y'all something interesting about Big Gretch and why I opened up talking about Big Gretch like that. Big Gretch done had this money since she's been in office. Whoa, the woman just don't spend money. I swear to God, when she found out how much them buffaloes cost, she dang near had a fit. She said, oh my God, I can't be wearing nothing like this. How come you can't, babes? You got a position, you make over $500,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? How come you can't? Why you can't wear some $3,000 glasses, Big Gretch? God dang. But anywho, it was all part of good fun and games from Detroit people representing for what they thought you did for them. Because I don't know what it was that you did because you held on to all the money the whole time you've been in office. I just don't understand you, Big Gretch.
I guess she was waiting for this perfect time right now to spin it. Okay, yeah. Okay, you was thinking about the future. Okay, Big Gretch.
Listen.
So now she got a reason to spin it.
Hey, rainy
She's
day.
on
How
a
was?
rainy day. So hey.
Yeah, well, this is what I also know. There's way more money. This was going to be spent these next couple months until the government actually kicked back up. Big Gretch left a lot of money in the kitty, by the way. So whoever the next governor is, he going to have a whole lot of wiggle room when he get off of that. He going to have dollars to play with. Yes, he will. Yes, he will.
Your man think
Yes,
he's going to
he
be the next governor.
Oh, yeah, Doug, and we finna address the Detroit right now before we go also. Let me address the mayoral race. Next Tuesday, y'all. Yep, next Monday, I mean. What's the 4th?
4th is a Tuesday.
Tuesday, next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, November 4th, voting day for the mayoral race. And I know this. And this is something I know, so don't be fronting. Half of y'all people that look at this program and subscribe to us don't even vote in Detroit. Because you know why? Majority of y'all don't even live in Detroit. Whoa. See what I'm saying? Yeah, I know. Y'all thought I was fooled. And the people that do live in Detroit, they don't come out and vote because they don't see no difference in their neighborhoods. I already know what it's hitting for. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out here and rally, get as many people to come out here and vote.
Get the rallying towels out.
Yep.
Yeah.
We asked Mary to come out to send a representative, but we talked to Mary. So shout out to Mary. We had Mary on the program. Y'all checked her out. She sat down in the den, and we did an interview with Mary. Ken Locke never reached out, didn't send a representative, but we already seen some of his speeches on what he planned on doing or whatever. So, you know, it's up to y'all to make y'all decision.
Right.
For those people that do have Detroit residents, like I said, next Tuesday, the voting center will be open at 6 a.m. And yes, y'all need to get out there and vote. And get out
8 p.m.?
Yeah,
8 p.m.
And get us a new mayor off up here that's possibly can change the city around and maybe help the city. I don't know. So let's see what's due and get out there, people. Next Tuesday. Next Tuesday on the 4th, November the 4th. That's next Tuesday. Yeah. 7 days.
Y'all heard of him?
And a wake up. Whoa. 6 days in a wake up. Oh.
Then and Now podcast, B.
Then and Now podcast. We out. Go vote.
Yep.